Good morning, guys. We're on the road. We have left our camp spot that was not beautiful or luxurious, but it was safe and nice, and the family that runs it was nice. We're very close to the Honduras border.
Turn right onto
Border crossing day.
It is border crossing day.
Now, what I'll say is we are getting a little better at crossing these borders. We're kind of understanding how they work. There's similarities, but there's also differences. And the biggest difference is COVID. So there's a lot of different requirements that Snow's had to work through. And so we're going to have to try to figure out how to navigate through this border, because there is already a line of trucks.
I think you're going to go this way against traffic once that truck moves.
All right,
now,
so it's on.
So these trucks are lined up for the border. But once we get to the border, they have their own lane and we have our own lane. So we pass these guys. That's what we do. Against traffic. But it's what we do. So, here we go, guys. So this sure feels weird going the wrong way on the road, but every video we've watched, everything we've read tells us that we pass all of these semis. So we're going.
Not only are we going the wrong way, we're just like passing them all. They're all sitting here. And to be honest with you, a lot of them were sitting here since last night. But look at this long row of trucks.
Over there. There we go. Big truck coming. Alright guys, we're going to focus on this for a little bit. Alright, we passed like a mile's worth of trucks. We came to the first checkpoint where they waved us back over on the right side of the road. We're very nice, but the border patrol guy had zero English. A guy came over, and they're called helpers. And they're guys that will help you work through the processes at the border, usually for a tip. He came over, he spoke English, so he helped us interpret. The guy was asking us for our permit for our van. So we gave him the permit and the copies. He's looked at that. That seems to be okay. They've taken Curt up to that little white building up there where I believe he's getting everything checked off. And we are on our way. The process has started. So it looks like they have stamped the van out of El Salvador. Curt has gone into this yellow building right here. So that blue and white small building is where you go to get your vehicle stamped out of El Salvador. You will need copies of that to get into Honduras with your van. So they have a copy shop right here, which is very convenient. So Curt's getting those copies made now, and then I think we head to step 2. Alright, back on the road. Now we head to immigration to check ourselves out of El Salvador.
She said that we're good to come back into El Salvador if we need for a couple months. So our tip is not, even though we had it, we can still go back, I guess.
Okay.
And we got our 3 copies of the tip stamped out. So now we have to go, I believe, to immigration, which should be up here on the left.
So we just got ourselves, our passports, stamped out of El Salvador. We went to cross the bridge to Honduras. There's one more checkpoint where we had to give them, when you stamp out of El Salvador, they give you a little piece of white paper. So we had to give the little piece of white paper to the guard here at the bridge and a copy of our tip that is stamped out. Now, we think we've done everything we have to do to check the van out, and we're about to find out, I guess. So once you cross the bridge, you come up here and you park next to this blue and white building. You can't help but see it when you're coming across the bridge. It is right in front of you. When you walk in the front door, which is the door that's facing the bridge, on your right is immigration. That is where you will get your passport stamped into Honduras, pay $3 US, and get your fingerprints and your picture taken. Then right across the hall, you turn around and there is the aduana. The aduana is where you check your van into Honduras, which Curt is in there doing now. We had a little bit of a stressful moment because she actually wanted to see an original copy of the vehicle title. So we had to come out to the van and dig that out. We had it, but I have it away for safekeeping. And Curt has gone back in with that and is working on getting the van stamped into Honduras, and then We just have to deal with the little fur balls, G and Vanna. So next up, we go to check the pets in to Honduras. So far, we're doing pretty good. All right, Curt is back with the paperwork for the van. And now we are headed to
checkpoint.
The checkpoint.
Here. I can tell you that is an extreme exercise in patience. Oh, it's worse than watching paint dry, I gotta tell you. But we got one more stop. Hopefully we can make it through without a hitch. We'll see.
You okay this way?
Alright.
Alright, we've been told there's no place, whether it's right or wrong, we don't know, but we've been told we don't have to deal with the pets, so we're moving on to the final checkpoint, and we'll see how that goes. We are in Honduras, but the funny thing is, we don't know which way to go, so we gotta pull over and plug in our destination on the map, because right away, are we going north or east? Who knows? Alright, we made it past the final border checkpoint, went about a mile, made it past the first Honduras military checkpoint. We are good to go, and we are officially in Honduras.
I can tell you guys, border crossings just don't seem to get any easier, and it's not for any particular reason other than it's just a pure exercise in patience. Snow does a great job of getting all the paperwork together, but yeah, they're just slow. But we're in Honduras, so our kitties, what is it, 4th or 5th country?
5th country.
Yeah, so here we go.
5th country for the kitties, 5th country for the van. We're on the move. So here is what it cost to leave El Salvador and enter Honduras with a van. So leaving El Salvador did not cost us anything except for $1 that we gave the guy that helped us translate a bit. Then on the Honduras side, for each passport stamp, so to get us in the country was $3 a piece. So $6 to get me and Curt in the country. And then for the vehicle temporary import permit, which we call a tip, to get the van into Honduras was $35. Plus, there was a guy that helped us on the Honduras side, and we gave him $5. So $47 for us to leave El Salvador and enter Honduras. Did I forget anything?
Nope, you got it covered.
All right, now we're headed to our first campsite, which we hope is a very glamorous KFC parking lot. So we came up on some road construction. Those darn road builders seem to be everywhere. We cannot get away from them. For those of you that are new around here, for 25 plus years back in the States, me and Curt, we're road builders, so that's kind of a joke for the people that follow along. But we came up, and it looks like they're doing some sort of work on the bridge. There was a detour. We are going under the bridge.
Our first river crossing.
Yeah, it looks like it's a dry river, which is a good thing. And this is how we're going to get to the other side of this river. And up there is the bridge for the main road. I don't understand what's going on. We're following all the cars to see what happens.
Yeah, we can't make it there.
No, we gotta keep going. That's the motorcycle crossing. We gotta go farther. But the good news is there are buses and big trucks all around us, so we know we can make it. But hopefully they don't make us drive across that.
What a detour.
So we're almost done with our detour. It probably took 10 minutes. We rode by the river, rode through some fields, came through a fun little town, and we have gone over 1,000,000 tumalos. There's another one.
There's goats. Don't forget the goats.
And the goats. And we need to see...
on the Pan American Highway, CA1.
Oh, gotta take the next left. But we need to see when or what they call them here. Topes, tumalos, or speed bumps.
We don't know.
We're gonna find out. Back on the main road. So we passed several of these things called pulperias, and we didn't know what they were. So I asked the Google. Now, we've been calling in Mexico and Guatemala and even in El Salvador, even though I don't think we ever saw a true one. We've been calling them tiendas. It's a little store, a little market. little convenience store. They're not called that here. Apparently in Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, and the Dominican Republic, a small grocery store is called a pulperia. So just because we're learning these Spanish words, a lot of them change when we cross borders. So
we don't know if speed bumps are topes or tumalos.
No, or they may have their own word.
But the tiendas are, what's the word again?
Pulperias.
Pulperias.
Pulperias. That's a store. All right.
Not to be confused with pupuserias.
Which is where you buy pupusas in El Salvador, which is their main cuisine. These fun little tortilla stuffed things. But anyway, back to the road, headed to our campsite. So we're coming up on a police checkpoint. He is going to stop us. So let's see. So he asked a few questions about where we were going and what we were doing. Basically, we told him turistas, or tourists, headed to Nicaragua.
Not to interrupt your beautiful blog, but look at all those solar panels right there.
Right there, guys. That's a solar field. Good for Honduras. Look at them. Using the sun, because it is hot down here.
There is plenty of sun here for sure.
Nice. Oh, they got sheep in there. They live in there so they don't have to mow. There's sheep all underneath there eating the grass. There you go, guys. Solar energy in Honduras. Cashews. Need some meat? There you go, right there. Just hanging right there.
Yeah.
Corn, bananas, piña, mangoes, watermelon, big old gourd squash thingies. KFC/Pizza Hut parking lot it is. We found a nice level spot. We have buttoned up the van. We're gonna chill out and relax. We'll see y'all in the morning, hopefully getting ready to head towards the Nicaragua border. All depends on if Curt's electronic pre-check information comes through. We'll see. We are on the road by 6 a.m. Vanna is already on the dash. What in the world would make Snow get up this early?
That's a question everybody should be asking.
We are leaving our campsite and we are headed to the Nicaragua border to cross the border. Now we have read very mixed reviews. Sometimes this is just a normal border and you go on through. Sometimes if you get picked out, it sounds like it can be a big hassle, take a long time, and be a lot of waiting in line. So we're thinking our best bet is get there really early. That's what we're trying to do. So let's go to Nicaragua. Right when you cross the border, there is almost always going to be a guy waiting there to exchange your money. So here we are giving him the Honduran money that we have left, and he is going to give us Nicaraguan Cordobas. So that's what happens here. It happens pretty quick after the border. They do take a little cut, but the convenience is worth it. So I'm fixing to hop out too. I am pretty sure that this is where we go in to get stamped out of Honduras and get our Honduras van permit canceled. So we'll be back, putting the camera away. I am officially stamped out of Honduras. Curt is officially stamped out of Honduras. I wanted to back up and kind of tell you what happened as we were getting here. We passed all the semis. We get up to the front, and a guy with a bright vest, kind of looks official, pulls us over, checks our van permit paper, and then pointed us to pull into this office, which we did. Went inside. Me and Curt are both checked out. Curt is still inside, going through the process of checking the van out of Honduras. Then we head to Nicaragua. So here I have our paperwork that will help me and Curt get stamped into Nicaragua. So we have 2 copies of our negative PCR test that is within 72 hours, 2 copies of our passport. We filled out an online form, so there's the ticket number and the code number, and then that is the address that we will give them for where we will be staying in Nicaragua. Hopefully, we have everything we need. And the paperwork we need for the van is an original of the title, 2 copies of the title, 2 copies of the vehicle registration, 2 copies of Curt's driver's license, and 2 copies of Curt's passport, and the canceled tip from Honduras. That's what it takes to get the van in. So hopefully we have everything. We left our camp at 6 o'clock. We got here, went inside around 6:45. It is 7:15. We are done in Honduras, headed to the Nicaragua side.
In fairness, we never explored Honduras. We only stayed here for the night. So we can't give our evaluation on Honduras, other than the areas that we were at, which was hot. We got up to over 100 degrees, and it cooled down to about 80 last night. But we hopped up early. Snow surprised us all, got up amazing early. But right now, we're on the bridge crossing into Nicaragua. We've already checked out of Honduras, so let's hope this goes smooth. Very mixed reviews, as Snow said, so we'll see. We're behind the line of semi-trucks, and there's no way around. So, exercise in patience begins now.
So, we were sitting here having a little snack while we're parked on the bridge. We're stuck with these semis. We've been sitting here for almost 15 minutes. But anyway, we thought we had to pull up and go to the fumigation center. But these guys just came by on both sides of the van with big backpack blowers and fumigated underneath our van. It happened so fast. I hope I got footage of them back there before they got too far gone. But apparently, now we don't have to go to the fumigation center. That's a good sign. There's a sign telling us what to do. I think we're gonna get stopped right up here by a guy and get given a declaration form that we have to fill out. And then it looks like we'll go straight and all these semis will turn right. So the first stop right after the bridge, they checked us out a little bit, asked some questions, stuck their head in the van, and then they gave us our declaration form and sent us to the big building where immigration and aduana is. So we're gonna park here, and then I'm gonna fill out this declaration form and we're gonna go in.
Okay, so it looks like I'm just at a truck stop, but actually Snow's in at migration. They called me out to the van. It was kind of weird. 2 police officers called me out to the van, asked me for some paperwork. I kind of had to go back and forth to get it because I wasn't in line. We were in line for migration. They pulled us out of line. They pulled me out of line, said, let's get in the van. The police officer jumped in the van with us, and now we are over, I guess, in line to go through the x-ray or customs. I don't even know. She just jumped in the van and said, let's go. We kind of had to jump some curbs and whatnot. But now she went and took my paperwork somewhere. I don't even know. And so I'm just sitting here in the van, I guess waiting to go through the x-ray. Don't even know. So we'll see, guys. But definitely a break from all the protocols that we read about. And a little nerving because all of our paperwork's now all over in different places. And so, yeah, it's just a little nerving.
Oh, lordy, guys. It is 11:45. We have gone through customs inspection, an x-ray machine, immigration, and right up there, aduana. We have everything except for
insurance. We're not done yet.
We gotta go get insurance for the van. Whew, this has been a what do you call it? A test in patience?
Yeah, really more so a crazy day. Crazy long day than anything else, but we're making it through, I think.
We're getting it. Let's go, Curty. And we are done. 6:45 this morning, we pulled up to the Honduras border. 11:50, we have crossed into Nicaragua and we are leaving the border. With the van checked in, me and Curt checked in, insurance on the van. Whew!
An hour and a half to our camp spot.
Let's go. Let's get on the road and get out of here. Okay guys, we are 5 minutes away from the border. We are starving. We did not eat breakfast. We did not have lunch yet. It is lunchtime, and this is the only town we will see for like 2 hours. And right there is the only restaurant we see. It smells darn good, asados. And then we pulled up, and the funny thing is Curt said, "You want to go in there and get it?" And he was being all cool. And normally, guys, Curt handles this kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go. And I get my mask on, I get the money, and I'm about to reach for the door handle, and I was like, "Unless you want to go." He started laughing at me. He was testing me. And he's right. I should do more of these authentic experiences, and I will try to work on it. But I'm staying behind and watching the van, and Curt is doing the first authentic Nicaraguan restaurant grab food so we can eat run, and I will do the next one. So there's that. I told him the whole story, Curt.
I was trying to give her an authentic Nicaraguan experience. I'm always kind of the one who goes and fetches stuff. And she balked. She balked. She was too nervous. She sat here and thought about it for a little bit. And she just couldn't reach for the door. And finally she's like, "I'd rather you go."
All right, guys.
So anyway, we got some food. We got some meat.
We got some food. We're going to eat, and then back on the road headed to the camp. You guys don't make too much fun of me. I think we do pretty good. All right. We have had several folks say y'all want to see and hear a little bit more about the authentic food. This is meat.
Carne asado. The seasoning on this is absolutely delicious. It's cooked well done. There's a little salsa and a little picante and a couple tortillas. But honestly, I'm just going to eat it like this because it's really good.
Is it res? Is it beef?
It's beef.
All right. A big chunk of beef, grilled. You use the tortilla to hold it, I think. And it is good, guys. Really, really good. A nice char on it. So, our first Nicaraguan food experience may not be fancy, but it's good. All right, we're like 5 minutes from where we hope is our campsite for the first night here in Nicaragua. It is not our destination. It's a campsite we picked out that gets us close to our destination where we will be headed tomorrow, where we've got some exciting stuff that we have to get done in the capital. But for tonight, it is a restaurant that's supposed to have a really nice level campground, a nice family's supposed to run it, and the food's supposed to be good. And we're almost there. Okay, we are at our campsite, and those things are stressful. I don't care whether it looks like they're not, or they are, or they are. They're stressful. So we got here. First thing we did is took a nap. So I've been here, I think maybe about an hour we've been here. I woke up, Curt is not in the van. I am assuming he is in the restaurant. We're parking and camping in the parking lot of this restaurant. Let's go see if we can find him. I found him, guys. I found him.
Victoria Classica from Nicaragua.
There you go. And I'm having Victoria Frost. So, the border's stressful on us. Stressful on these little guys too. So we gotta get them out of their little gloomy mood. So me and Van are gonna go look for birds. Let's find some birds. If you liked this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when we put out new videos. To see behind the scenes action and help support our journey, head over to our YouTube membership page. You can find the link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in a few days.